thanks for stopping by. So today I'm going to have another book review, and this is called The Fallen. This is from the Fallen series. This is book 1 of the Fallen series, written by Lauren Kate. If you're new to my book review videos, what I typically do is give you information from Goodreads.com, and then we go from there. So this is rated 3.74 out of 5 stars in Goodreads. And it says, what if the person you were meant to be with could never be yours? 17-year-old Lucinda falls in love with a gorgeous, intelligent boy, Daniel, at her new school. The grim, foreboding, sword and cross, only to find out that Daniel is a fallen angel. And that they have spent lifetimes finding and losing one another as good and evil forces plot to keep them apart. Get ready to fall. What I can tell you is, I'm just going to insert this real quick. I've never read that before I even bought the book. So that, just know that, okay? First published back in December 8, 2009. Oh, this is kind of an old book. Genres, this belonged to be young adult fantasy, paranormal, angels, and romance. Okay. I didn't read that before, so reading this, as well as the series, there are definitely like hints, and I never cheated. I never went on Goodreads and read the synopsis or anything. I wanted my journey to be just blind, and I wanted to discover it without any hints, without any help from anybody. I usually that's usually how I read my books. I don't like small hints here and there from other sources. I want the journey of acknowledging, like, oh, this is gonna happen, or what just happened. Is that what I think it is? I like that kind of build up. So I'm glad I didn't read that part, because while reading this book, I'm like, what's going on, and I enjoyed that. However, there's so many things in this particular book that I really didn't enjoy. There was just a lot of the interaction between Lucinda and Daniel was just strange to me. So basically, the synopsis in Goodreads.com is really, really short, and I don't want to ruin anything, but Lucinda and Daniel have this kind of magnetism towards them. I'm just going to have a little bit of a spoiler, because this is too hard. So Daniel has this kind of really cold reaction to Lucinda. He's always walking away, running away, swimming away, just being kind of elusive. And Lucinda just keeps on, she has this gnawing thing in her that really she wants to have like a relationship with Daniel, be it in any kind of way, and even as friends. And she feels this strong connection. She feels that he's very familiar, yet he doesn't really want anything to do with her. There's a lot of mystery in the story too. A lot of things, it just kind of feels like this is not the first book. It feels like there is a previous book that will explain everything and will give you the answers to all your questions, because there are so many things in this book that you're just going, did I miss something? But you didn't. I didn't, because I was like rereading the whole thing. It took me a while to finish this book because I was really confused, and there was so many things that I was kind of confused a lot in every turn, and it does make sense afterward. However, all the answers were not really all the questions were not really answered in this particular book. You really have to finish the series to do that, or continue the series. So that was really frustrating for me. However, obviously after reading this first book, it did make me realize that this book was really for a series kind of book. And that was why everything was written the way it was. There really was a series going through there. And so It was very frustrating for me, very confusing at times. There's some sadness and and a little bit of heartache. So just watch out for that. However, there's this situation when Daniel is revealed in the book that he's an angel. That's not going to be a spoiler because that's already been given in Goodreads.com, so that can't be a spoiler from my end. So I'm able to give you that slip right there. When that happens, I swear I gasped. I'm like, oh my God. There are a few questions or several questions that will be answered, or my questions anyway, but not all of them were. There's just a lot of mystery involved and a lot of things going on. This was definitely a very good concept in regards to angels and fallen angels and a very beautiful love story and eternal love, like that kind of topic was definitely very beautiful. However, I don't know, it was just the bad thing about this book, it was just really frustrating for me, and the way Daniel was with Lucinda, I thought was really, I don't know how to describe it without having to be really crass about it, and I don't want to do that. I didn't like his attitude toward Lucinda until the very end of the book, or close to the end of the book. To me, it was just, I don't know, to me it was, he really was standoffish and cold and a jerk and really one of those kind of abusive type situations. It was really strange to me, and I didn't like that part because of that, and because it's a young adult, it just kind of feels like misrepresentation, you know, in regards to actual young adult in the world, that people might, because there's going to be someone out there that's going to be like, well, you know, it's written in a book and it can happen in real life. Like, this is a fiction. Don't make this a projection of your life, because it's really not. And then you get the backstory of it later on in the series, and it kind of makes sense why Daniel is the way he is. But I believe I purchased this book because the movie was coming out, and it really took me a while to read this book, and it was because the cover was really creepy to me. Look at that. Look at the freaking cover. You know, it looks like Halloween. It looks freaking creepy as you know. She's wearing this crazily beautiful black ball gown. She has fingerless lace gloves. There's crows everywhere, or maybe ravens. She's in the middle of the forest. It's creepy. So it did take me a while. I don't know when I bought this, but I know it took me about a year or two before I actually opened the book. And it took me a while to watch the movie. I know I did read the series before I watched the movie. I think the movie could have been a lot better. It just significantly better. There's a lot of details in the book that wasn't brought into the movie, like the flower they're referring to. It just, they never brought that up in the book. I'm not gonna, that was one of the things that was kind of important to me, like an important detail for me, because it was really important in the book. Like, they mentioned it so many times, but that just wasn't translated in the movie, and I don't know. I feel like they missed that. There's a lot that just didn't really translate in the movie from the book. I wish they did a better job in doing that. And it could have been a really great movie. And also, unfortunate, they never made like a sequel. They never made the rest of the series into a movie series as well. So that was also disappointing. So now I'm gonna rate it. Do I recommend this? I'm not gonna give it any thumbs up. I enjoyed it. However, I'm not gonna give it any thumbs up at all. 1 out of 10 stars, 10 being the highest, 1 would be the lowest. I would give this a 5. It wasn't too terrible that I felt like, or I feel like I wasted my time, but it wasn't that great that I will reread this or would ever want to, would ever have the want to actually read this again. That, you know. So, do I still recommend this? Yes, I still do recommend this, because if you are interested in this kind of genre, you know, it's not that terrible. You can still enjoy it, and everybody's opinion is going to be different. But for me, I'm indifferent, and it's just so, you know, it's just kind of for me. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't horrible. It was just kind of in between. I would prefer something in which I feel like I'm floating in like rainbows and sunshine and fairy dust and unicorns and stuff. That's what I want an effect from a book, but I didn't get it from this. So that's really unfortunate. The subject matter and the concept was really interesting and really great. I just kind of wish that there was, I don't know, it just felt like it missed something. Like there was just something missing, you know? So if you guys have read this book, you loved it or you hated it, or you feel the same way as me, you're kind of indifferent about it, let me know down below. I would love to hear what you guys thought about it. And if you guys, you know, just want to say hi, feel free to chat down below as well. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell so you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Don't forget to expand the description box, because as much as possible, I always try to get coupons for you guys, discount codes, and other goodies like that. I also have my Twitter information, Instagram, Snapchat, and for business inquiries, I have my email there as well. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.